House and Home returning with a new season, February 2025, on your number one to watch, Emtv.
This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
A very good evening. This is National Emtv News. I'm Alinta Yopolo. Thank you for joining us. District Member for Mendi Munihu, Rafael Tonpi, has condemned the recent killing of a police officer in Upper Mendi, Southern Highlands Province, stating that the Provincial Police Commissioner and the local community are working together to identify individuals involved in the killing. Speculations regarding the incident has led to Mr. Tonpi saying investigations are underway to identify the real cause of the officer's death.
We are yet to establish the cause of the death, but if it was done by criminals, I, as the local member from Mendi, I condemn the killing of a police officer. Policemen are there to help us, help the community, help law and order, but in the manner in which we see a policeman dying is not good. I'm not happy. That's a very bad story for us, Mendi. I asked the PBC for Southern Highlands to go right into it and make sure that the person involved in the killing must be identified and must be surrendered and must come before the police. I asked the whole community to identify the culprit.
He's now calling on his people to refrain from building arms in the district. He further conveyed his condolences to the families of the deceased.
On behalf of the people of Medimuni, on behalf of my family, Milak Salam Toksore, long display die, long display young policeman. We play Toksore long, Papa and Mama blongen, all brothers Susa blongen, all one walk blongen, one up Emsa walk blongen. I send my condolence to the whole family.
Tonpi disclosed during the press conference that his 2 years in the parliament has been hindered by law and order issues. However, efforts were made to contain these issues with the help of relevant authorities in the district, which resulted in the signing of a peace agreement between MAP and Tende tribes in the Upper Mendi.
We tried our best to overcome or put off some of these big issues that happened. And the recent one was the peace agreement between MAP and Tende. I would like to thank the Tende, the Mod tribe, for agreeing to sign the peace agreement, and Mobra Kinjobs of MAP, who also lost a very young man, for also agreeing. No compensation was paid as yet, no arrest was made, no bail call was given, but for the sake of peace and unity, for the sake of Meditown, for the sake of Medi Valley, the leaders decided to come together and sign the peace agreement.
PNG Ports Corporation Limited has announced the commencement of Kimbe Port Rehabilitation and Upgrade Project with the awarding of its marine package contract to Pacific Marine Group today in Port Moresby.
Kimbe Port is the first of several ports slated for upgrades under the 1.5 billion kina blended financial package provided to PNG ports by the Australian government to the Australian Infrastructure Financing Facility for the Pacific in 2022. Minister for State Enterprises William Duma said this 260 million kina rehabilitation for Kimbe is not merely a physical upgrade, it represents a strategic investment in PNG's future. He said the signing ceremony today also demonstrates the special closer economic and social relationship with Australia.
And economic activities take place in that province. As you may be aware, that province has been served by one of the largest oil palm plantations operating in this region. And Western Britain province particularly is a very fertile area. And there's a lot of commercial activities that have been going on. But people have to send their staff out, whether for domestic trade or international trade, and this will see a tenfold jump in the way economic activities are conducted in the province and the economic returns. Our people stand.
The head of mission for Australian High Commission, His Excellency John Fix, confirmed that Kimbe will be the first port supported by Australia.
Kimbe will be the first of 5 major port upgrades supported by Australia in Papua New Guinea. As projects commence, more regions will share in the economic benefits of improved maritime connectivity and access to employment and skills development. In total, the Kimbe project is expected to create up to 300 local jobs through the construction phase.
The port CEO Neil Papenfus described the project as a significant milestone, highlighting its importance for enhancing trade, connectivity and commercial opportunities for West New Britain province and PNG as a whole.
The project reflects our shared commitment to fostering trade, enhancing connectivity and creating opportunities that will benefit communities, businesses and industries across the region. And it is a testament to the power of collaboration between governments, private sectors and international partners.
Managing Director of Pacific Marine Group had this to say.
It's a major project for Pacific Marine Group. We're aware the weight of expectations from everyone around this table, which is, I hope that we can, uphold your expectations, and I'm sure we'll deliver a high quality outcome.
Following the signing today, work is expected to commence at the end of the first quarter of 2025 and completed within 16 months. Esther Gane, National Emtv News.
Frustrated teachers who had not received their 2024 leavers stormed the Morobe Provincial Education Office yesterday morning demanding their entitlement. Provincial Education Advisor Keith Tangu was there to clarify the hold-up in the payments being made.
Following the issue of unpaid leave fares of teachers in the Morobe province, Mr. Tangui, in a media conference yesterday, said the delay of these funds is with the national government.
So this year we had a number of teachers to be paid is about 9 million kina, and warrant that we have received from the province to pay leave fares is 2 million, and national government is to pay 7,728,000 kina. The first batch has been paid with the provincial amount that had been released and budgeted for is 2 million, and released from the national department is 2,200,000. The other yet to be released in the second batch is 5,500,000. 500,000. That 5,500,000 warrant has been received, as we have talked about today, but only 2,200,000 has been paid by the National Department.
Tangui stated that the warrant of the remaining 5,500,000 kina to be paid has been endorsed by the Leave Fair Committee and released and awaiting funds to be transferred from the national government. He further assured the teachers that the leave fares will be paid as soon as the funds are available.
So when it's going to be paid, how it's going to be paid, we depend on the Department of Treasury and Finance to release that money ASAP. Today our teachers have come to the office and threw stones into the office, made a lot of noise outside, and the media team, you were all there, and even the ombudsman team came to check what's going on. And they've all also witnessed that. And we've addressed all the teachers now that as soon as the leave fares 5 million comes into our treasury, we will pay it now to the teachers so that the amount that is rightfully theirs, they will access it, they'll get it.
Jessica Nui, National MTV News, Lay.
Meanwhile, Mr. Tangu has condemned the actions of a high school teacher for releasing unverified information about the province's education performance. Referring to the story aired on Wednesday, the 8th of January, he said personal grudges should not be used to tarnish the province's reputation.
Certain things that is affecting the province on curriculum, on assessment, teachers' performance, standards. It is the okay or the approval has to come from the Provincial Education Advisor or the Provincial Education Board, which didn't happen. But one of the frustrated teacher of Bugandi went into the media without our permission, and he has put our province, Morobe province, is a huge province, and a lot of schools, a lot of teachers, a lot of students, and we always have ups and downs in our curriculum and our performance because it's a big province in here in Papua New Guinea. And for a teacher to outburst because he has not been promoted for the last few years, not promoted for the last few years, doesn't mean that he is going to outburst in the media. It's all false information. So those false information must not be broadcasted because it can trigger a fight, a problem, or anything that is detrimental to affect the Division of Education Morobe, which shouldn't happen.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Nipla Halivim Wari Bilong You.
Every day, 180 million liters of water pumps into Port Moresby. Every day, its journey to your household tap is made safe at this water treatment plant. Every day, raw water is filtered, disinfected and purified so that you and your loved ones have access to clean, usable water. For 65 years, our water treatment technology has been hard at work, but now it needs to hit pause. Port Moresby's population has increased 500% since the treatment plant was built, putting enormous pressure on the water supply network. We need to hit pause so that the filtering equipment can be repaired, maintained, upgraded, so that the water you use and consume continues to be safe. In January, Water PNG announces water rationing in Port Moresby. Yes, this is inconvenient, but safety comes first, a temporary discomfort for an investment in the future. We are upgrading for cleaner, safer water for all. Support us in this period by planning, rationing and conserving water. For more information, visit our Facebook page.
A living memory of a lost loved one makes life more challenging. You just have to trust me. Alex, the fire's heading straight for us. We've got to get out of here. With relationships on the line. McLeod's Daughters, 8:30 p.m. Tuesday, right here on your number one to watch, Emtv.
Get ready for the return of Home in 2025, bringing to you fresh ideas and expert tips for enhancing your home and lifestyle. We're back exploring the outdoors on Out and About, staying active with health and fitness, caring for your furry friend on pet care, and so much more. Home returning with a new season, February 2025, on your number one to watch, Emtv.
You're watching National Emtv News. Kairoko District member Peter Iso Aimo has donated 200,000 kina to St. Gerard Nursing School in Veifa to support the school's infrastructure development.
The funds, which were presented yesterday, are intended to help in rebuilding of facilities around the school.
Like I said, on my visit to Aitiana village, I decided I should also bring along the check I committed for St. Gerard School of Nursing to the sum of, I think it was 200,000 kina. Check the funds for last year. For this year funds, they're yet to be remitted. So as soon as they hit our accounts, perhaps the first quarter once, we'll be able to think about St. Gerard School of Nursing.
Upon receiving the check, the Deputy Principal, Nicola Kayoka, expressed gratitude for the generous contribution. She confirmed that the funds would be used to enhance and improve the school's infrastructure, which will help maintain the quality of education and services provided to students.
St. Gerard's been training students over some good number of years. And we appreciate the check that he brings today with his delegates. And the check that he brings today will be used in the infrastructure of the school. We at the moment, we've got a fence that is coming up. We're trying to build the fence all around the school. Because many a times we have, boys hamburging, jump over the fence and come in. So with this money that he presents, we are going to fix renovate our dormitories. These dormitories have been here for some good old years.
Founded over 60 years ago by the Catholic nuns from the Our Lady of Sacred Heart Order within the St. Paul's Catholic Parish. Established in 1874, was the groundwork for the creation of not only the nursing school, but its hospital and St. Paul's Day High School. Today, the nursing school has a staff of 5 and more than 100 nursing students.
But from that end to that end, we're trying to build something like this.
Despite being located far from the capital city, St. Gerard continues to serve the entire nation playing a vital role in producing skilled nurses who contribute significantly to the healthcare system across Papua New Guinea. James Guken, National Emtv News.
Meanwhile, Kairuku's member also opened the chief house of Apagoa clan at Ipiana village in West Mekeo, marking a significant cultural event for the district.
During the opening, the member highlighted the importance of Chief House, stating that it represents not only leadership but also the preservation of Kairuku's cultural heritage. He said, law and order have long been challenges in Papua New Guinea, and Kairuku district is no exception. Isoaimo noted that many crimes in the area are committed by young men who stray from their cultural roots, which are deeply embedded in the traditions upheld by the Chief House. He emphasized that returning to these traditions could help restore order and unity in the community.
Our intention is to make sure Mekeo returns to a peace-loving place like it used to be some 30, 40 years ago. I remember as a child, we move around now. People normally put up what they call them, parties, and we go from village to village. We have no problem coming to IPM or walking to Vefa. You know, everybody is sociable. They don't care where you're from. So long as you dance all night and behave yourself.
Also addressing the rising crime rates in the newly opened Chief House, Berena Police Station Commander Martin Haikalave has called on Kairuku's chiefs to identify young men willing to join the community police force.
Since I came in last year, I requested through all the villages, wards, asking for community corps. Privileged to have this chief house here. Once again, make appeal to our chiefs. I need names of all young men from your clans, so we can appoint them as community corps to support us.
However, logistical issues have been a challenge for local law enforcement.
I've got a problem of logistics that you'll not see me all the time when you request for me. Our problem with logistics, field, but I know that our good Lord is with us and our member is going to support me, and we'll move on with law and order issues within the district. We also have problem with manpower.
In response, the member reassured the Kairuku police that he has already purchased 2 vehicles, which are currently awaiting delivery from Boroko Motors. James Guken, National Emtv News.
The Internal Revenue Commissioner General Sam Koim at the University of Goroka's 28th graduation today highlighted the importance of discipline and innovation for a brighter Papua New Guinea moving forward.
IRC Commissioner General Sam Koim emphasized that quality education is the way forward for the country, addressing over 700 graduates from the University of Goroka. He asserted that they are pivotal in ensuring PNG achieves quality outcomes in the education sector.
Take this job not as just another paid job, because you are responsible for shaping the future of this country. It is educated people, educated but valueless, unethical people who are destroying this country. And the challenges are on us as educators to educate and instill the right attitude and values in our young people so that when they go into the workplace, they will be agents of change. And that's the reason why I accepted this invitation. So UOG, you are special. Love-based person. That's why I took time out to come here and encourage you that you are in a very critical position to shape the next 50 years of this country as we celebrate 50 years.
While reflecting on his role, Koim expressed confidence that PNG can advance significantly if its people cultivate discipline and shift their mindsets.
The first 3 years are critical. The first 3 years after you graduate from this place is critical. The first 3 years requires you to have discipline, cultivate the discipline to work, the work ethics that you want to do, the kind of person, the professional that you want to be. The first 3 years is critical. So when you leave the place, go out, cultivate the discipline to work hard. That's something that I would like to encourage, and try to be the best in your field. When I graduated,
He also challenged the graduates to be more innovative, highlighting that the world is changing every day and PNG must turn from its catching-up mentality.
the knowledge that was 20 years old, the world is moving. The same thing I'm saying to Unitec, I'm challenging all of us here today. We need to innovate to be on the cutting edge. So I encourage you, and as individuals, we need to invest individually in research and advancement as an individual. I do it myself, and I encourage you. Do not think that your life will be locked up in the classroom. You can be also, if you continue to invest in yourself, you can be a better version of what you are doing. You see, and university as well. Most of the institutions in this country are not investing in innovation, research and development. You look at Google, you look at Facebook, you look at all big companies that are at the cutting edge of delivery of their services, and they invest a lot in research and development. And I would like to encourage us that as educators, we need to also innovate. So that's something that I wanted to employ you with today.
Sharon Engnui, National Emtv News, Goroka.
The Laloki Psychiatric Hospital is now recovering from few issues that has affected the hospital's operation.
The only referral mental health hospital in the country is in dire need for refurbishment in terms of infrastructure and other sectors as well. This was revealed by the Acting Chief Executive Officer for the Laloki Psychiatric Hospital, Dr. Dauni Ezorom. Dr. Ezorom said due to many challenges that have been faced by the hospital, after the Mental Health Act was passed in 2015, the hospital has deteriorated. After a survey being carried out, he said the hospital has eventually leveled down from a level 6 hospital to a level 3 hospital with no major infrastructural development.
The hospital assessment survey was done on the 25th of October last year and revealed the Laloki Hospital is now operating at the health center level, level 3. So you just imagine the road that we've taken from a designated level 6. And now we're on level 3. And we are barely operating on level 3. And I will highlight some challenges here. So level 3 is health center.
However, he said after the interference by the Health Minister Elias Kapavore, the hospital has seen some changes as is in a progress of recovery stage.
Our title of our press conference here is the Laloki Hospital Management and Administration stabilized, and then we're on the road to recovery, in the midst of all the challenges that we currently have at the hospital.
He said they are now working on the act to repeal it as it does not go in line with the National Health Administration Act 1997 and also the Public Hospital Administration Act and many others. He said the urgency to improve the standards of the Laloki Hospital stands.
Okay, since the establishment of the directorate, the Laloki Hospital has been overlooked in terms of funding and maintenance of the infrastructure. If we look at our infrastructure, it's all dilapidated and completely neglected.
Dr. Ezorom alluded that funding is the biggest issue as they are still waiting for a couple of funds to be released to the hospital by the Finance Department.
Sadly, the hospital has not received any funding for the last 6 months. I'm pretty sure a lot of government departments are having the same problem. So we are barely operating. We now have 202,600 in our hospital account. We're still waiting for 1 million kina approved by the department. For Laloki Hospital, we requested the money last year, October, November. The money is not coming. We are waiting for Department of Finance to actually give the approval. And we keep following up. It's almost a daily follow-up now. So at the moment, we have almost 10 million PIP funding to build the infrastructure. Our accounts are open. We were informed by finance that the accounts were open on the 7th, but there's no money in the account. So we are waiting for monies to come in, and then we'll start.
Samantha Solomon, National Emtv News.
Meanwhile, the director for the nursing service, Sister Ranagi Moliyoha, said they are down with manpower, especially specialized staff, to work for the hospital. She is appealing to the Department of Personnel Management to look into this, as it is the only mental referral hospital for the country.
Sister Moliola said the Laloki Psychiatric Hospital is in need of manpower at the moment.
Age of mental health nurses in the shift work, meaning that the hospital also provide 24/7 service, 365 days in a year, where we require mental health nurses to be all in the 3 shifts.
She said the training of mental nursing has been quite slow in the last 3 to 4 years. Thus, it has affected the manpower in the hospital.
In which I can confidently say that there were no nurses sent for mental health nursing training for the last 4 years when we were out of this hospital. And that could be one of the contributing factors why we have scored 26% in our assessment. Not only the referral hospital, but it is also a training institution for our only country in here for psychiatric and mental health services.
Whilst noting the hospital is not only for psychiatric patients, she added that the hospital is also a teaching place for mental health nurses. Sister Moliola said back in the 90s they have dealt with real mental issues. However, it has changed now to dealing with many cases with social issues at the Laloki Psychiatric Hospital.
From 1990 to current. When I was employed in 1990, we were only looking after major psychiatric problems in the hospital. Since 2000 up until current, it's all to do with social issues.
Dr. Ezrom also shared the same sentiments on the manpower issue that the specialized hospital is faced with.
Social issues affecting our young people and also our population. Drug, alcohol, trauma, tribal fights, violence, everything. So if they cannot manage them and they become acute, they end up at Laloki Hospital. So that's the challenge that we currently have, and with a staff that is stretched, not enough, inadequate, they also might develop mental stress.
Samantha Solomon, National Emtv News.
Now we take a look at the market reports. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2494 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2419, $0.3863 Australian dollars, 0.2278 euro, 37.55 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, copper closed unchanged, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading higher, and copper closed unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National Emtv News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
Are you ready to meet the best version of yourself? The one with the bright, confident smile? You've got to take pride in how good you look, how fresh your breath smells, and how great you feel. To boss it at work, to be your best for uni, or to catch the eye of that special someone. You've got to brush up your vibe with whiter, healthier, brighter teeth. Brush up for confidence with Colgate.
Share the love with Gala Ice Cream, Gala Cone Ice Creams, Gala Stick Ice Creams, and Gala Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gala range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gala Ice Creams. Gala Gala Yum.
There are moments when we feel completely alone, even when we are surrounded by people, to the point of screaming, crying, and hiding from everything and everyone, as if something suffocates and oppresses us. It is at these times that we need to know
that the Word of God is faithful, the Word of God is true.
Faith in Action, 7:30 a.m. Saturday and 8 a.m. Sunday, right here on the number one to watch, Emtv.
People have different views about this situation that we are currently going on.
So vote of no confidence is an accountability mechanism.
Talk to you about our Project Zero, focuses on energy poverty.
In Focus returns in February 2025, a weekly news and current affairs talk show which presents in-depth commentaries, discussions and analysis of the major current affairs issues in Papua New Guinea and the region. We engage in discussions with key decision makers and influential figures across politics, industry, economics and business, as well as health, social, cultural and environmental sectors. Right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. The newly refurbished Metoria Urban Health Center has opened its labor ward.
Apart from Port Moresby General Hospital's labor ward, Metoria Urban Health Center has opened its labor ward recently. This was revealed in a press statement by the Health Secretary, Dr. Osborne Liko. He said the new labor ward is equipped with latest medical technology and staffed by highly trained healthcare professionals. He alluded that the hospital was built to improve the quality of healthcare for mothers and newborn babies. The first mother to give birth at the new facility was Antonia Sioa from Hanuabada village, who gave birth to a baby boy. According to the health center, they are open 7 days a week and 24 hours every day. The health facility was opened by Prime Minister James Morobe on the 20th of November 2024. Samantha Solomon, National MTV News.
Trukai Industries Smart Farmer Program continues in 2025 with 150 farmers taking part. The fifth batch of the program kicked off at the Pacific Adventist University today.
The Smart Farmers Program will run for 20 weeks and it consists of 2 weeks of theory and 18 weeks practical. The program is facilitated through a public-private partnership with Trukai Industries, Agriculture Department, the PNG University of Technology, and the Pacific Adventist University. Site manager at PAU, Thomas Tetu, said the program was at the forefront of transformation that equips farmers with necessary tools and innovative techniques in rice cultivation.
It's an 18 weeks program, which the farmers go back to their home province or their village, and they do the practical. This practical is done to see the knowledge transfer. What is the learning of classroom? They have to carry them outside again to their own villages and practice them. That's when Trukai officers go out to assess. People go assess our farmers, we see that all bearing on central animal. If not, then we teach them or we correct them, and we also provide technical support and advice law. Like there's two main techniques: drying and irrigation. But we are training farmers on irrigation because of the outcome. If you compare, if you are planting 1 hectare of dry and 1 hectare of irrigation, after harvest, you planting the dry bags in 3 tons, and so irrigation you get 6 tons.
Apart from the farmers within PNG, the program was also inclusive of Pacific Island countries. A farmer from the Solomon Islands shared about what the program means to his community, expressing his appreciation.
From the Solomon Island, representing the Peticam Adventist College farm. Usually we are growing vegetable for the farm. So I was interested to come over here when I said through the application that Trukai is approving my application to come across. Then I was very happy to join this course. I'm sure that I am going back and I will plant rice to supplement the food that the students are having.
Another farmer from Wasaragawi in the East Sepik province said he had sponsored fellow farmers in the province to also attend the program in Port Moresby as it was important.
I call youth leader and committees or kind of same. Stencil over team come to So that's why people come stop, even though me expensive but I have to find a way to meet the cost. No, bring him home the team must come to training. Now I think first time me line long, easy pick lo carrying the training to go. Lo start him lab. Recent backside lo come to me attend him training and because me blah civic, me blah plane, me blah no mountain area. Me blah line lo plain straight, so ground me blah me best fit lo planning rice.
Farmers from PAU completed their theory this morning and were taken to practical session at the rice farm in the campus. Pakatambua, National Emtv News.
Medang Provincial Police Commander, Acting Superintendent Robert Baim, has called for urgent action to combat the rise of bank card cloning and improve border security in Papua New Guinea.
PPC Baim warned that while digital advancements offer opportunities, they also pose significant threats, especially with the rise of criminal activities like bank card cloning. He stressed the importance of community vigilance in detecting and reporting suspicious activities. Baim said the growing issue of bank card cloning undermines public trust and security and needs public help to identify and report any suspicious devices or behaviors, as proactive community involvement is crucial in addressing such issues. He then expressed concern about the potential exploitation of vulnerabilities, particularly in rural areas, by illegal activities, stressing that the country's borders are the first line of defense and must be strengthened to protect the people and resources. Baim then urged citizens to stay vigilant and report any suspicious activities to the police. James Guken, National Emtv News.
The Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary has launched its recruitment drive for the 2025 regular recruit training, aiming to strengthen the police force in line with the national government's Vision 2050.
The initiative is an effort to increase police personnel to meet the country's growing security demands. The recruitment is open to Papua New Guinea citizens aged between 20 and 30 years with at least a grade 12 education and C grades in English and Math. Applicants must meet specific physical and medical requirements, including height standards of 150 centimeters for females and 160 centimeters for males. The applications must be then submitted online through the RPNGC's official website with all required documents, including a completed application form, resume, copies of an NID card, birth certificate, and grade 10 and 12 certificates. The deadline for submission is 21st February 2025, and only shortlisted candidates will be contacted. James Guken, National Emtv News.
National Emtv News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic, and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport, to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Life is filled with unexpected twists and turns, but as a public servant, your health, life, and family security matters most. Introducing the Public Service New Care Association, PSNA. New care for a better life in Medicare, funeral benefits, and guaranteed financial security. With PSNA, you receive quality Medicare services and immediate payment coverage using our smart card. Our care goes beyond financial assistance towards funeral expenses. Join the Public Service New Care Association today and experience the benefits that matter most. We are here for you today and tomorrow. PSNA. New care for a better life.
How would you describe your mother?
My mom is beautiful.
She is unlikable woman.
I love my mom because she always takes care of me.
My mom, she's so patient and loving. I feel she's always around.
Kevin, she works so hard and always wants the best for me.
She's soft like her love.
My mom is everything, and I don't know what I'd do without her.
Softly, fragrance of a mother's love.
Return in February. Cookie number 5. From the garden.
Hi, I'm Martha. Come February, join me on a food spree on a new season of Kite Time.
Kite Time returns February 5th on your number one to watch, MTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. POM Elite Basketball has announced that it will be launching its 2025 season, set to begin in April. The association has now made call to interested teams to gear up and meet the requirements and standards for this year's competition. Key requirements being each team to coaching accreditations, players to have baseline fitness level and have met the age requirements of participation, and for each team to have credible sponsorship. Registration opens this month till February and closes on the 1st of March for April commencement. Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Share the love with Gullah Ice Cream, Gullah Cone Ice Creams, Gullah Stick Ice Creams, and Gullah Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gullah range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gullah Ice Creams. Gullah, Gullah, yum.
Every day, 180 million liters of water pumps into Port Moresby. Every day, its journey to your household tap is made safe at this water treatment plant. Every day, raw water is filtered, disinfected and purified so that you and your loved ones have access to clean, usable water. For 65 years, our water treatment technology has been hard at work, but now it needs to hit pause. Port Moresby's population has increased 500% since the treatment plant was built, putting enormous pressure on the water supply network. We need to hit pause so that the filtering equipment can be repaired, maintained, upgraded, so that the water you use and consume continues to be safe. In January, Water PNG announces water rationing in Port Moresby. Yes, this is inconvenient, but safety comes first, a temporary discomfort for an investment in the future. We are upgrading for cleaner, safer water for all. Support us in this period by planning, rationing and conserving water. For more information, visit our Facebook page.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Money Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
Nipla Halivim Wari Bilong You.
Get ready for the return of Ausonom in 2025, bringing to you fresh ideas and expert tips for enhancing your home and lifestyle. We're back exploring the outdoors on Out and About, staying active with health and fitness, caring for your furry friend on pet care, and so much more. Ausonom returning with a new season, February 2025, on your number one to watch, Emtv.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Moving to overseas sports, in tennis, Alex de Minaur is through to the second round of the Australian Open with a win last night.
During the same time, and he spoke after he pushed his press conference back about how he was able to stay focused while he knew his fiancée was also at her first round match. Have a listen.
It is tough playing the matches ultimately, just because there is a scoreboard that keeps alternating with different results throughout the day. You try not to pay too much attention and focus on yourself, but the sheer fact that it's always coming around, it makes it.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic, and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport, to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Every day, 180 million liters of water pumps into Port Moresby. Every day, its journey to your household tap is made safe at this water treatment plant. Every day, raw water is filtered, disinfected and purified so that you and your loved ones have access to clean, usable water. For 65 years, our water treatment technology has been hard at work, but now it needs to hit pause. Port Moresby's population has increased 500% since the treatment plant was built, putting enormous pressure on the water supply network. We need to hit pause so that the filtering equipment can be repaired, maintained, upgraded, so that the water you use and consume continues to be safe. In January, Water PNG announces water rationing in Port Moresby. Yes, this is inconvenient, but safety comes first, a temporary discomfort for an investment in the future. We are upgrading for cleaner, safer water for all. Support us in this period by planning, rationing and conserving water. For more information, visit our Facebook page.
Sports Scene returns in February 2025. Highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes are on top of how an NRL team based here.
Revisiting our legendary athletes.
Hi, this is David Mead.
Trending athletes. And our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel.
And then all the younger ones will follow.
Join me in February for Sports Scene, only on your #1 to watch, MTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The MoneyPlus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City, mostly fine and sunny with chances of slight morning drizzle. And Popondetta, morning fog patches, clearing to mostly fine and sunny, then few showers and possible thunderstorms in the afternoon. In the Momasa region, Lae City, mostly sunny and fine, and Vanimo, partly cloudy with few showers. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, cloudy periods with continuous rain showers, and Kimbe, and Buka, mostly sunny to partly cloudy, evening with chances of slight drizzle. And in the islands region, Mount Agan City, morning fog clearing to partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms in the afternoon. And Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, morning fog patches clearing to mostly cloudy with evening rain showers and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Thursday, the 16th of January 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
It's Smile O'Clock. It's Smile O'Clock. Gotta brush our teeth. Time o'clock. It's Smile O'Clock. Smile O'Clock. Time o'clock. So brush, brush.